So I'm back here with Elijah, and basically we just watched Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan.
We just watched Broccoli the Legendary Vegetable.
Yeah, the Legendary Crybaby.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, you know what? We're just gonna do a comparison video. Basically talking about the old one, which is the one that we just watched.
Oh,
and so we're basically doing old versus new. So but seriously though, we watched this one, and okay, so let's start off with you know, I don't want to start off bad
let's just get out of the way.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about maybe a little bit of the positives, because I know we're gonna end on a bad note either way. At least the animation looked pretty in Broly the Legendary.
For a 90s movie.
Yeah, for a 90s movie especially. And this, and a lot of people don't know this, but do you know who Tadayoshi Yamamuro is? He actually does the character designs for Dragonball Super.
Okay.
So he actually did the character designs for this Dragon Ball movie, and then they basically saw that and they used his character designs for the Buu Saga after the Cell games. And then after the Buu Saga, then they said, hey, let's hire this guy just to do the entire character designs of Dragon Ball Super with Akira Toriyama's supervision, which is why he designed Beerus and stuff like that, and then he redesigned them for the actual show. So yeah, visually this movie looks great for the 90s. And it's definitely very pretty. The Goku is actually a lot more likable, obviously, because he's not stupid Super Goku. I will say this about the story. I do like the beginning part. It had a very good setup. Like, you know, Goku and Vegeta both tracking down the Legendary Super Saiyan at the same time. They have different means of going about it. Vegeta obviously having his ego, being tempted by Paragus, and then basically being brought to the planet. And then Goku basically going based on King Kai and telling them that the Saiyans destroying the South Galaxy, and then they're both intertwined. The best part of the movie to me, I'm not sure about you, but had to be that transformation sequence. I'm not talking about the Kakarot part. I'm talking about the part where, like, you know, he's transforming and then you see his face like all like shred up and stuff like that. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah,
bro?
that was a little like okay. Like
it was pretty trippy.
Something at least.
Yeah, it was trippy. Like, and then you see like the energy explode out of him, and it's like even his clothes shred up from the explosion of energy. Like, I was just like, that was some trippy animation.
Then again, it was done in the 90s.
Yeah.
They had all sorts of trippy animation then.
But the way his face though, like this bottom of his mouth shredded and stuff, and the top of his eyes, it was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. And that's about it. This was doo-doo dumpster fire. This was garbage.
Out of 10, I'd rate that as a very generous 2.5.
You know, out of my point scaling, I would rate it a decent film in terms of the visuals. But if I'm talking about everything else, it's not even a film.
It's not.
It's not even feature length either. Because think about it, it's only 70 minutes. It's only like an hour.
Okay, no offense, but they could have trimmed it down to like 50-ish minutes.
I mean, like, okay, that's yeah. So that's pretty bad.
Yeah, they dragged out the whole finding out about Broly being a legendary Super Saiyan. Just a tad too long.
Yeah, that, and we also have Broly say 2 lines throughout the entire movie. Well, one of them is ah for screaming.
No, actually, no. He said 3. He said ah, Kakarot, and Goku.
Yeah. It's the first time he said The second time, actually no, it was the second time when we were watching it, and he said Kakarot. We both started busting out laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
we knew it was coming.
Because, like, I mean, no offense to those who like old Broly better, but
He has no character.
He has no backstory. He says Kakarot like every 2 minutes.
Yeah, like the part that made me laugh.
And they made him psychotic for no reason.
Yeah.
You, Kakarot, I choose you to be the first of my victims.
Yeah, like his backstory is basically you cried as a baby, so now that means I can commit human genocide and kill a bunch of planets.
Like what? That's just bad story. That's bad story writing and bad storytelling.
The part that cracked me up, and I'll edit in the clip, the funniest Kakarot line had to be when they were on top of the river, and then he has and then before Goku punches him in the face when he gets bloody, his face stares off at a distance, and he's like, Kakarot.
Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you told me when he said that it sounded like he was having a
aneurysm.
An aneurysm.
He was having an aneurysm on this.
Die, Kakarot.
It's like, dude, calm down. Calm down. And they completely punked out Vegeta in this one, man.
No,
they punked him out.
Oh god. Vegeta's so stupid in this
They
one.
made him a wimp.
They made Vegeta a crybaby in this one.
He's
so stupid.
He's like, Bulma, I need my prune juice.
He's the one, the Saiyan of legend.
Yeah, and then I guess one more that, well, okay, two other things I like. One is Krillin's voice is in this one. And then second, Teen Gohan's voice. So he's supposed to be like 13, 14 in this one. He sounds like he's 30.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck, man?
It's like you're not supposed to sound that old as a kid.
Yeah, even though I praise the animation for setting a trend in Dragon Ball, there are many inconsistent colors throughout this entire thing. Broly's hair is blue and green in some frames. Man.
Yeah, and then Goku's, Gohan's, and
all turn purple.
Yeah, even Vegeta's hair all turned purple.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck, man? Like, it's not consistent. And even there's several points in the movie where Broly's just so massive to the point where he's running and it looks funny. Like there's that point where he's running like this.
Yeah,
and then we were both laughing so hard.
Then there's before he was running. Well, we did a video on this earlier. He was running like freaking a Nosuke.
Yeah, Nosuke where he's running like this, and he's just like ah. What the heck?
Okay. And then the other stupid point. The part where Broly fights Piccolo.
How's he so agile?
Okay, this Broly is not smart enough to hit Piccolo with his head without even looking. This Broly is not that smart.
Yeah, he's like flying down, and Broly like headbutts him and spins kicks him. I'm like, how are you that agile?
Okay, how are you that agile and you're like, dude, like this character's stupid.
Yeah,
he's a dummy.
Yeah. So let's talk about the newer Broly movie because and see how that compares. The newer one is definitely that. Basically, what it does is essentially does the same thing with this one, but it takes like the best elements that work in this one, like the story that could have worked in this one, and they made it work. Like the whole King Vegeta stuff like that. They do that early on in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie.
Yeah, and one thing that's much better about Dragon Ball Super Broly, they don't do the stupid whatever that was between Goku and Broly.
Yeah, but he actually has legitimate hatred towards Vegeta.
Yeah, like he actually has a reason not to like Vegeta.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, he's not. It's not like he wants to fight him. It's just because
it's
like,
just because of
Paragus. Yeah, Paragus. Like, I'm gonna have you fight him, and he built up this aggression towards him his whole life too. And I'm pretty sure if Broly never knew who Vegeta was, he probably wouldn't want to fight him. No,
probably not.
I mean, if he's provoked, yeah. I mean, then obviously his power is gonna like make him go crazy and stuff like that. They say he can't control it at all because they gave a legitimate reason saying that it's the Great Ape power that kind of consumes him and basically makes him lose his mind whenever he goes.
Great Ape power, or I think the technical.
Uzaru.
Well, I think the technical term for the hybrid form Broly has in Dragon Ball Super Broly is what they call it?
Rage mode.
No, it's Ikari mode.
Oh yeah, Ikari. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, that's the technical term for it now.
Yeah. So that I mean, and that works because it gave a reason as to why Broly loses his mind. And even then, you notice that outside the action scenes, Broly actually says more than just Goku and Kakarot.
Yeah, like he's an actual character.
And he has a really good heart. Like, he actually had a best friend animal, too, at one point that he kept the ear of because, he used to play around with him and his dad didn't like that. He shot the ear off and he kept the ear as like a...
that said... I mean, Frieza's hilarious in the movie, but he's also really dumb, too.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, like... There's a lot, like I said, I think it's the best Dragon Ball film, Dragon Ball Super Broly. But there also is a lot of weird stuff in there too. Like the 5 centimeters part. That's hilariously dumb.
You get why it's funny because it's kind of a running joke is why because
Frieza's short. But it's kind of dumb that it all stems from a wish for wanting to be 5 centimeters taller.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think of it like that.
Yeah, so that I'd say that was probably the dumbest part of the Super Broly movie, and then the other part, and then watching it second time and third time through is so first half of the movie is good, and then I noticed as good as the film is, the second half feels really rushed.
Well, they want to get these characters together so they can battle.
Yeah,
just to show off what they can do.
My point was they second half of the movie they really rushed it more than they probably could have.
Yeah, they could have spent more time, I guess, establishing the character of Broly.
Even if they held that off for like a couple more minutes, that would have been better.
That, and the other thing I want to bring up too is the art style in that one just looks fantastic. Like, I said this one set a trend for Dragon Ball going forward. It looks like this one especially is definitely going to do that too, because we even saw in an anniversary special this month? That was promoting Dragon Ball as well. They showed a little bit of Shintani's style in there, man. And it shows that they're taking what we said looked great in that one, and they're going to try and bring that back when they do the show again.
We do the show or
another movie.
Well, another movie which they confirmed was probably coming next year.
Yeah, so that style looks great. It looks like the messier lines and everything. You would think with messier lines it would look ugly, but it actually looks really good.
Yeah, they find a way to make it work.
That, and it's not plastic looking, the problem that people
the infamous episode 5 of Super. But that's a whole nother discussion.
You're giving me PTSD, man. I was gonna do. It's funny that you bring that up because I was gonna do a whole video talking about how bad that episode was, but but that also came down to time restraint. I think the new art style works, and the characters look great. The rounder approach, especially when it came to action scenes, man. Sure, the action scenes of this one were pretty okay, but you just can't be invested into it knowing how stupid the story is.
Knowing Broly is a certain way in this movie, you can't help but laugh the whole way through.
No, I was laughing because there are points where he's like, "Die, Kakarot!" I'm like, Yes, die, baby, that I've never seen before. I never saw you.
Okay, with that, and then the whole... He was...
Psychotic! Like,
No,
why is
he
he so
was
psychotic?
psychotic, and he was spamming...
Key blast.
No, he was spamming key blast like you spam neutral special in Smash Bros.
Exactly. that where you know those fighting video games where it's like a side v side player versus player game.
Yeah,
like you you're spamming leg sweep. That's what it's kind of like.
You're spamming leg sweep. You're spamming Hadouken or
Right.
whatever other move.
That's basically what he was doing the entire time. And
yeah, and then he just had his arm out, and then he was like monologuing.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Hey, did you like that, Kakarot? I'm like, is this what we can do? Like, at least in the newer one, they had more creative choreography. Like, they're doing flips around mountains, bouncing. We had a first-person shot in Dragon Ball Super Broly. A first-person shot of them from Broly's perspective.
Yeah, which has never been done before.
No, but it looks dope. It looks amazing. That, and let's not forget the Gogeta. And you know, that's one thing that also is interesting about the Broly movie is the fact
because
that
they retconned the whole like Gogeta versus Vegito thing.
Yeah, like
they retconned it, meaning like it's really hard to say which fusion's better. I'd say they're probably about equal.
Yeah, they're equal now. But that's the thing that's interesting too is that you notice that they just basically it's not just a Broly movie now. Like basically they took like the best elements from the original Broly and from Fusion Reborn. And mashed those two.
And then like meshed them together.
Yeah, and then made one like really good Dragon Ball movie with very excellent animation. I know we watched the Demon Slayer movie just not too long ago, and I was even looking at that and I said, yeah, it looks good, but there were a couple elements that kind of took me out. I don't really feel like I was really that taken out with it. I mean, like there was only one sequence where I felt like it looked weird, and that was during the whole point where they were doing like the whole, like sure it looked cool, but I think they went too realistic with it with the energy ball, and then they had the whole realistic looking mountains explode. You know? Like it looked too real when the whole animation was basically just 2D. Mm-hmm. But they basically, like I said, they basically kept it consistent after that point though. Like even the CG sequence that they had, the final one, with Gogeta versus Broly, that was a different dimension. They broke a dimension. That makes sense as to why they would be CG then.
Yeah, and that's a callback to early in the Super Anime when God Goku was fighting against Beerus
and they clashed fists.
Yeah, and they
universe.
Introduced that concept where like had they kept going the way they were going, they were literally going to blow apart the universe.
Mm-hmm. But all that being said, I guess one thing that I can't believe I'm going to say this. Like I said, I don't want to say anything's better than the newer one. At least Piccolo did something in this one.
Yeah, that's true. He at least did something in this one.
Yeah, even though he wasn't succeeding, he was still trying.
Yeah, granted in the newer one, in Super Broly, he has a different role. He's more.
They just use him as a point to teleport to, and that's it.
He kind of mentors them how to
do the fusion, but
he just has a different role in Broly.
Yeah,
in Super Broly.
But if you were to talk about I'm sure a lot of people would be pleased with seeing Piccolo more in action though. So I guess maybe give him a new form or a technique to somehow keep up with the Saiyans somewhat. But bottom line, basically, the comparison between these two is basically Dragon Ball Z Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan has great concepts. It's just not done well at all.
They
don't execute them at all. But then the newer one, they do, they take those concepts and then go somewhere with it, and then do a good job of doing that, and introduce new concepts and lore going forward with the series. This one, all it did was just set a trend for the art department. So if you're a guy who likes visuals and just mindless action, of course you're going to enjoy this one. But if you're a person who likes the story along with your action, the newer one's the way to go. I'm honestly probably not.
This would be the way to go.
Yeah, I own this movie, Dragon Ball Z Broly, the Legendary Super Saiyan, as since that was my first Dragon Ball movie, and I liked it then. But watching it now, I don't think I want to rewatch this one again. I really don't.
No, because he knows we've talked about it now.
Yeah, I don't want to watch it again. I like the newer one more. That's the comparison.
Yeah.
So, what would you rate it? How would you use it?
What would I rate it? Out of how many? 10 or 15?
Yeah, you can do 10. I'll add it in the rating system.
Out of 10, I'm gonna give this one a very generous 2.5. And that's being actually no. I'll give it a generous 3 out of 10.
Well,
a very generous 3 out of 10.
Well, if I was looking at this just from an art style standpoint, which like I said, I'm rating these 2 separate ratings, just like I did Demon Slayer movie. If I was doing the 2 separate ratings, if I was looking at this from a visual standpoint, it would be a decent to a good film from just a visual standpoint. Now, there's a couple of moments where Broly's running that look really silly, and he does like a line backward skip. But if I were rating this as an overall film, this would be a bad film to not even a film category. I don't want to watch it.
I'd rate it at this isn't even a film.
Yeah,
this isn't even a film. It's a meme.
Yeah, it pretty much is. I'm not gonna watch this one again. The only thing that I think I would let myself rewatch is that transformation sequence, because that was so trippy and weird. I love that.
The weird thing where he has cracks in his face.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I love that so much, and just seeing the energy explode out of him. That was the only part where I said, okay, that's really awesome. I like that. That's actually kind of disturbing.
The tripping rainbow sequence.
Yeah, I was like, and you see the whole place changing colors and stuff. I was like, what is happening? But what did you guys think? Which movie do you guys think was better? Was it the original for you guys, or is it a new one? If you guys comment the original, you guys don't know what you're talking about. If you guys comment the new one, you guys know what you're talking about.
In our opinion.
Well, I'm just saying in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But if you guys do like the original, I'm not gonna blame you. You guys like visuals, that's fine. But comment down below, let us know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I know I want to bring another friend of mine on here some other time. We did last time for Batman vs Superman, and that was something. That was something.
Very interesting.
That was a very interesting conversation. That was 25 minutes. But thank you guys for watching. Yeah, if you guys like the video.
Also, let us know what movie you would want us to review next.
Yeah, make sure to do that, and let me know too if you guys have any, like you said, recommendations for movies, or you guys maybe want to see a TV show reaction or anime reaction. Just let us know. As always, if you guys like the video, make sure to subscribe today to join the guys' realization. And one more favor I would ask is, I am thinking about changing the channel name. Just thinking about it. So leave some suggestions down below, please. Alright, thank you very much. Bye.